let's do this. Before I say anything, look at these pants. Well, it's a jumpsuit. Oh, I'm totally cut off, but that's okay. Just fucking look at this. Anyway, now we can get down to business. The tone that I am sitting down to make this video in feels a lot more serious than I want it to be, but we're just gonna roll with it if y'all are cool with that. Most of you who are subscribed to me on my channel probably heard of me through TikTok to begin with. So welcome to me speaking in a long form format. You don't get to see me do that very often over there. I think that this video would probably be best with just a little bit of context of my timeline on TikTok. So let's start at the beginning. I downloaded TikTok in March of 2020. Like everybody else. I posted videos, but they were mostly shit posts and they mostly didn't go anywhere. I never planned to make a platform on TikTok. Now, around June of 2020, I was living by myself and really fucking lonely. So I started posting more often. And that was when I had my first viral video. I'll insert it here.
So I have this theory that every gay person has an object that just screams how gay they are. And you don't notice it until you look at it and you're like, how did I miss this? And yeah, this is mine.
When that video blew up, I went from about 100 followers to about 4,000 followers pretty much overnight. I was really excited. That was the most followers that I've ever had on a platform. And I've been making videos on the internet since I was in elementary school. I still posted regularly, mostly to pass the time during the day and to feel connected to other people. But I didn't really grow very much after that. I also didn't really know what kind of content I wanted to be posting. I just posted whatever came into my head. Again, at this point, I wasn't taking it that seriously. I didn't really see myself as having a platform. That continued for like almost a year, with the occasional video popping off, but never doing that well. Fast forward to about April of 2021, I posted a stitch of me singing the alto 1 line from the Bellas finale of Pitch Perfect. I'm gonna play it on the screen like over here, but I'm gonna keep talking because that's a 1 minute long video and I don't wanna like derail this for a full minute. That video got close to 2 million views. And that pretty much skyrocketed me from my like 4,000 or 5,000 followers that I had at the time to about 15,000 followers. So after that video, I was able to join the Creator Fund. I started to make friends with people on TikTok who were also creators. And I started to see myself as someone who maybe could be good at this. I still didn't know what kind of content I wanted to create. A lot of my videos were trends, lip syncs, or just general shitposts. And while that's a lot of fun, and I still do that sometimes, one of the biggest things that I learned is that you're gonna be the most likely to grow a following with original content. Because if your page is just trends, it might get pushed out to the For You page, but it doesn't really give people that much of an incentive to follow you and want to stay up to date with what you're doing. Again, things stayed pretty stagnant for a while after that. I had a slow and steady growth, eventually reaching about more than 20, less than 25,000 followers in January of 2022. That's when it all happened. I started posting my series of Conversations with Myself videos. I started posting them genuinely not thinking people would be that interested. And people were really interested. Here are my little videos that I'm using as like a coping mechanism for some of the things that I'm going through. And people really like them. It felt like each one that I posted was doing better than the one before it, eventually having one reach a lot of views. Let's see. 16.5 million views currently, which is just bonkers. And as I kept posting those videos and they kept doing well, every time I opened the app, my notifications would have the little 99 plus. If I looked away or scrolled through the For You page for over 30 seconds, my little notifications thing had the 99 plus. I was growing and growing fucking fast. And while I will be probably sprinkling some like tidbits of like how I did it into this video. There wasn't a lot of like method to my madness, and what worked for me, I have no idea if it would work for other people. But I'm making this video to kind of talk about the emotional side of things, the mental health side of going viral on TikTok. And honestly, it was really damaging. Now that things have calmed down and I've become more accustomed to it, I feel a lot more comfortable, and I'm not going to stop posting on TikTok. I really do love it. And I seriously, genuinely appreciate every single person who follows me and interacts with my content. But going from 20K to 400K in like a month was one of the most terrifying experiences that I've gone through. It was really hard for me to grapple with the fact that like the things I put on the internet now aren't just in my little echo chamber. It's not just going to my friends from school. Like, I have a voice and I need to use it to do the right thing. I want my page and my platform to be a place where people can learn, can feel safe, can feel loved, can feel supported, but sometimes that's hard to do. It's also difficult when your platform was built on something so personal to you. My most successful videos, by far, are my conversations with myself about mental health. The first few that I posted were relevant to what I was going through at that very moment in time. So when they blew up and when people were expressing their opinions in the comments, I just felt worse. All I wanted to do was close the app and never open it again. But I also just could not stop reading the comments. And it was really hard for me to control my impulse of reading the comments, to not take everything to heart and take it personally, and to accept that just because I'm posting vaguely about my situation doesn't mean that anybody in the comments knows anything about the actual situation that I'm living through. It's a very weird experience. Another disappointing thing about going viral on TikTok is that sometimes it feels like a crapshoot. Obviously, if you're here on my YouTube, you know how passionate I am about my music. TikTok isn't a fan, which is unfortunate. I tend to get pretty good interaction on my music, but the views cap off real quick. And it's hard when I see something that I worked so hard on and that I want so desperately to share with as many people as possible, just not do well. Another thing that's really difficult about being on TikTok is that we don't get paid nearly enough. Like I mentioned, I got accepted into the Creator Fund 11 months ago. In that time, in total, I have not yet earned enough money to pay 1 month's rent. I'm currently in the process of editing a TikTok about this exact thing, and because TikToks are shorter, that will probably be live before this, so go check that out. I guess I can't really link off-site in the video, but I can link off-site in the description if you want more information about pay on TikTok, but I'll do a quick little Spark Notes while we're on here. I am almost at 500,000 followers, and I make about $4 to $6 a day on TikTok. I make more when I go viral, but in the month of February, I had about 2.3 million views and made $280, which ended up being about 12 cents per 1,000 views.
Hey, it's Editing Ilana here from the future. I, while editing this video, wanted to put in just like a little thing saying if my RPM for the month of March was the same, because TikTok pays you basically like 2 months behind. And my calculations are showing that I only made 4 cents per 1,000 views in the month of March, as opposed to February's 12 cents per 1,000. That doesn't seem right, but I did the math quite a few times, and it keeps coming back that way. So I don't really know what's going on there or if that's correct, but I thought it was just something interesting to include.
Now, I'm not monetized here on YouTube. I don't have the subscribers or the watch hours to do so. And even if I were monetized, a lot of my videos are ineligible for monetization because they're covers. So ads that you see on my videos, I don't get that money. The original songwriter does. I'm also not monetized on Instagram. I'm not a part of the Reels bonus, even though I have 82,000 followers on there.
First of all, not at all subtle flex. Jesus Christ. Second of all, that has also changed since filming this video. The Reels bonus fund is invite only, and toward the end of April of this year, I was invited to join the Reels bonus fund. The Reels bonus fund is pretty solidly at a 10 cents per 1,000 views ratio. However, your first chunk of views are weighted a lot more heavily. That way, even if you don't meet the ridiculous standards that they ask you to meet, you still do get, like, a good amount of money. So I did not meet 350 million views that Instagram, like, gave me for the month. Not even close. But I still made a little over $200 off of maybe, like, 1.5 million views. So better than TikTok. Still not great though. And I'm working toward building up my Shorts channel. Go check that out. So that I can hopefully someday be a part of the Shorts bonus here on YouTube. So clearly, at about $280 a month, I'm not making enough off of content creation to survive, to pay rent, to pay for groceries, to pay for pretty much anything. And I'm really lucky that I have a full-time job that does help me pay for those things, and then I can treat my TikTok money as things that I can just funnel into making my content better. But that's a luxury for me that a lot of people don't have, which is part of what makes being on TikTok so stressful. For a lot of people who go viral on TikTok, TikTok is our biggest platform by a long shot. I mean, I have 440,000 followers on TikTok, 80,000 on Instagram, about almost 700 on Spotify, and somewhere between 400 and 500 on YouTube at the time of making this video. So obviously, I want to put a lot of energy into my TikTok videos because that's where I have the biggest following. That's where there's more people who are going to be likely to follow me and then follow me on other platforms. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you're here on my YouTube because of my TikTok or because I shared this on my Instagram, I appreciate the fuck out of you. Thank you. Genuinely so much for being here. It really, really means a lot to creators when you follow us cross-platform. That side note aside, it's hard to put so much energy into an app that does not pay anywhere even fathomably close to a living wage. And I have the benefit of being white. I'm gonna show up on more For You pages than creators of color, and I'm aware of that. And as much as my comments hurt me sometimes, they'll never hurt me the way racist, ableist, and transphobic comments hurt. Anyway, that was a path I didn't intend to go down, but it was important to go down. Fingers crossed this is the last time you see me in this video, because it's getting to be quite a lengthy video anyway. I thought about cutting that part out, to be honest, for clarity and just to make the video more direct and for the video to be about what I said it was going to be about. But that is something to keep in mind, is that for some creators, going viral can be dangerous. It can introduce their content and them to a lot of new people that haven't seen them before, and who may not welcome them with open arms. Just something to keep in mind. Now, I recognize that this is not a very fun, happy, uplifting video, and almost definitely not what you expected with a title like, I gained 400,000 TikTok followers in a month. I'm very sorry that I had to clickbait you, but I did it to talk about an important topic. This is gonna be a hard left, just so y'all know. But I attribute a lot of my success on TikTok to the fact that I make original content. I saw my content start to skyrocket when I was posting my own stuff. That's not to say that
that's what'll work for you. Some people post original content and it flops, and then they post trends and people love it. There's no fucking predicting it. Or if there is, I sure don't know how to do it. And I've had friends come to me kind of asking like, hey, how? So here, coming close, here's the secret sauce. Post what makes you happy. If you are posting on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube or anywhere because you want a platform, because you want to be famous, people are going to smell that. And your content isn't going to come off as authentic and genuine. And it's not going to do well. At least not regularly do well. Don't post what you think people want to see. Don't post what you think will do well in the algorithm, because then what happens if it does? What happens if you get famous making videos that you don't like on a topic that you're not passionate about? Make videos that make you happy to make them. Make videos that fulfill you. Make videos that you would want to see scrolling on your For You page. And if your account takes off because of that, congratulations. That's amazing. Because now you've built a platform around something that excites you. That is genuinely the best advice I can give to anybody who wants to start making videos on the internet. Please remember, if you're making videos on the internet, to take care of yourself. Do better than I did. If you want a video about self-care while being on the internet, let me know. I'd be more than happy to make that. But I have been filming for almost 30 minutes, so that's gonna have to be a different video. To wrap things up, I'm extremely grateful for everything that I've gotten on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, on all of it. I love it, and I'm going to continue doing it. But I also don't think that a lot of people realize just how difficult it can be. This video was my way of hopefully drawing people's attention to that. Before I close out the video, I would be remiss not to plug all of my social media websites. So you can check me out on TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, if you're seeing this elsewhere, Twitter. I recently made a Facebook page and I've started posting on there as well. And the big one, the kicker, Spotify or Apple Music or whatever music streaming site that you use. I'll have them all linked down in the description, and just know that I really appreciate all of you. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day today and a great day tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, is that a bug? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Shoe on my desk. I'm gonna shoe on my desk. Yeah. Why can't I kill it? I think I got it.